Hi everyone, Danielle here. I will be showing you a little bit of how 52 Realms Adventures works. You need a 52 card deck. Take out the jokers because you won't need them. You'll need a dungeon sheet, a character sheet, and about 3 marker tokens. So right now I have one on the start space of the Tomb of the Ever Wandering Soul. And then I have one just kind of hanging out here, which will be used for the enemy life or damage. All right, so I'm going to shuffle here and draw 2 cards. And we'll place them as items to the right-hand side of the character sheet. And the suits of the cards will indicate where they are to be placed. So if I draw any aces, I do have to make sure that I actually set them aside because there's another purpose for them in the game. So if I draw an ace, I'll just have to ignore those. So this is a clubs, and I will place it under the strength potion. And then my second card is another clubs. So I'll be able to use the strength potion to ready all of my equip cards. So that's a good segue into drawing some more cards during the setup to act as my equipment. So basically, I stop drawing cards when the sum of the ranks of all of my equipment equal or exceed 20. And again, if I draw any aces, I set them aside and keep drawing. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So this is a 3, a 9. So my total is 12 so far. I guess it should be visible there. And then one more. So this would be 18. So one more. That's definitely more than 20. So I'm going to just kind of put my equipment down here. And as long as you can see the numbers, that's kind of what matters here. It doesn't really matter, I guess, the suit. At least I don't think so. Still kind of learning this game. And yeah, if I had any aces, I would just shuffle it back into the deck. And then I'll place the rest of the deck face down to the side with a space next to it for a discard pile. So I'll go ahead and just place my deck around here. And we'll get started. So, some things to note is that jacks have a rank of 11, queens have a rank of 12, and kings have a rank of 13. All right, and then all the other numbers like 2 through 10, their rank is equal to their value. Aces, they're special. Basically, they are counted as curses and they don't have a rank. So essentially, they're not a value of a 1. Something to note as well is if you ever need to resolve a tie among cards with the same rank for any reason, it's resolved in order of the suits based on the items on the side of the character sheet from top to bottom. So in order of clubs first, then spades, hearts, and then diamonds. So that's only if you needed to, resolve a tie for some reason. So a little bit about equipments. So there's many ways you can use it in the dungeon. And there are 2 states that it can be in, face up and in a regular portrait orientation. So right now, all of these 4 equipment cards are ready. If they are sideways and tapped, that means they're exhausted. And if you were to refresh an exhausted card, it becomes ready. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the dungeon aspects. So here, as I stated, this is the start section. And let me see if I could actually zoom into this section. So that's a little bit better. A little bit blurry, but you'll get the gist of it. And just so you know that I only have a black and white printer, so I didn't end up doing a colored print of this, but the colored print of it would look really nice, just so you know. All right, so I have my location marker here on the start, and I do want to start exploring, the dungeon a little bit. So I could decide to go either this way or that way. If I go this way, this symbol automatically means that I will be encountering an enemy. So, not sure if I'm ready for that. Otherwise, I could go this way, and it'll basically be an event. So the event will allow me to draw a card. And then based on the card that I draw, I'm able to do something. So I think I'll go ahead and go towards the right. But as you can see, or maybe not see, there's a 4. In order to get past this door, I have to use equipment that totals equal or higher than this number 4. Luckily, I do have a 4 right here, and I'll just go ahead and use it so I can go through with no problem. So right now I'm in this section called Cloaked Figure. So during this event, I reveal the top card of the deck. It's Hearts. And then basically I use this table. Oh, sorry. It was 2 cards stuck together. So it's actually still Hearts. And it says Equip. So I'll just go ahead and put this into my equipment. Nice. So now I have to see, where do I want to go? I could go up here into a flooded room. Not sure that's a good idea. Or I could go and try to go up against an enemy. Yeah. So let's try to go up against an enemy. Keeping in mind the letter A is actually up here. So I'll do that. I'll go and attempt to fight this enemy. So to fight the enemy, you draw 2 cards from the deck. A 4 of hearts. We have an ace. Oh boy. So to resolve this ace, which is a curse, I have to look at the bottom here. Ace curses. This is a spade, so it says take 1 wound. So draw the top card, and oh my gosh, it's a 10. So something to note is that when you have more than equal to 25 or more in this pile, you'll actually lose the game. So that 10 is pretty brutal to have as a wound. And then we'll just discard this ace and draw another card for the enemy. And they are both 4s. So normally you'll put the higher number onto the current enemy space here, and then the battle reward on the bottom here. So we have the letter A. So looking at this table, we are looking at HP, which is rank plus 5. So we have 9. So we'll put this marker up to 9 up here. And then because it's a hearts, I'm going to mark the type of enemy it is. So it is a white. It says damage dealt always wounds. So I'll just mark that it's a white right there. So now we're ready for battle. Basically each round I draw the top card of the deck, and this is the enemy's battle card. And then I'll refer to the enemy's battle table, which is the suit of the card, to determine which action it's taking. I'll always get a chance to act before the enemy resolves its action, except if there's any lightning bolt symbols, then that would have to happen immediately. Alright, so let's reveal a card. It is a spade. So that means it's going to attack 8 can only be blocked with a single equip. So now I could take an action. I could either attack, defend, or use a character ability. Use a character ability or rest. Let's say, because I'm reading, says attack 8 can only be blocked with a single equip. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to attack, okay? And basically, if I attack, I have to use one of my readied equipment cards, exhausting it, and then dealing the damage to the enemy equal to the rank of the equipment card that I use. So I'm gonna choose 9. All right. So I'll turn this sideways. And it only has 9 health. So it's actually gonna die. Discard that, and then we'll gain this as a reward. I get to decide if I want to put it as an item, looking at the suit. So I might be able to use it as a Cloak of Deception, change one equipped card to any value or any suit for one action. as an equipment. This is a 4, so I'm not sure if I really want it as equipment, or I could place it in my loot. So what's cool about this is that cards here will count the value towards my score at the end of the game. So I think it'd probably be best for now if I just put it into my little item area there and leave it at that. All right, so that was a battle. And I just wanted to do a really quick overview of what this game kind of looks like and the potential for how this game plays with, you know, a 52 card deck and just 3 tokens here to track things. I think this is a very genius way to have a really low cost type of game hit the table. And you're kind of like going through a dungeon, you're attacking, defending, building up some of your items, your equipments, your loot. And I just really think it's an amazing idea. And it's not too complex that you can't just pull this out, reread the rules for 2 minutes and start playing again. What's cool about this is that this is a barbarian, and there's going to be other characters you can use when you battle. I will put a link to the description below, and if you have any questions, let me know. And apologies for my son in the background, but yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.